Cross. Hi, my name is Anna and I'm a singer.
Hi, my name is Peyton and I'm a dancer.
And today, what are we doing today?
Today, we are back with a very exciting reaction to a very special soloist, and we will be reacting to Kim Yo-han.
Yes, so Kim Yo-han, who is in the group WE-I, is back with a new solo release today, and it is called Dessert, all caps. Obviously, we've watched the teasers in advance, so we kind of know what to expect, and to be completely honest, the vibes I was getting from the teaser does not match up in my mind with what I expect with a song called Dessert.
Or just with Kim Yo-han.
That's fair, too. I feel like we have very distinct images of Kim Yo-han, because this is also really different from his other solo release and vibe concept. But enough rambling, all that aside, let's go! Yeah.
It's so dark.
I know. Oh, I guess he has all those desserts.
But even like the desserts that are chosen, like pomegranates and their symbolism.
Yeah.
Like all of the dripping red chocolate, like it's all very indulgent.
And now this is different.
Now
This
it's
is more in line.
Yeah.
But the styling still is different. It's very funky.
Yeah.
It's distorted in the background.
Kingsman?
Definitely Kingsman.
He's the right age for that.
Oh. Oh yeah, everything on that table is red, like all the food.
Oh, it was like no more.
Yeah.
The dance is really like
The string
groovy, like it's just
flourish.
riding the rhythm.
Oh, yeah. There's another car on fire.
Like this.
Oh no, the apple.
You never eat the apple.
I know. Alright. Bite of apple, either Adam and Eve or Snow White.
You never eat the apple.
Yeah.
I really like the musicality in this.
Oh, 갑자기 bridge.
And all of the like plants look like they're dying.
Poison.
Poison.
I haven't been trying to
the
pay
apple.
attention to lyrics. Oh.
That's like
The
haunting.
end of it was cool. Oh, this filter. Yeah, like the light effects with the black and white one. Here, yeah.
Yeah. It's like in a storybook when like all the life gets drained out of something. This one.
It sounds more like an electric violin instead of just a violin.
I can dig it.
Oh.
No more. So let's just jump right into a couple of comments. So The first one that I find very interesting is more about like the overall quality of the whole dance. Like if you look at it big picture, it's a little bit more delicate than we're used to seeing with Kim Yo-han performances, especially with We I, because even though No More was a cuter, like lighter concept, this just has a very like soft, sensual vibe to it, and it does pick up in certain sections. Like the rap section is a little bit heavier and a little bit punchier in his dancing, but like right from the very beginning you're just getting so much like smooth movement, and it's almost like he's playing with you when he's doing the different like sort of circles in, or like he'll do little finger movements out, so it's just more delicate. But it's a really like kind of interesting combination, because while it does have that delicate feeling, it's also, like I said in the reaction, kind of groovy. Like it rides the rhythm really well and in kind of fun ways. Like for one, there's a lot of directional changes, and they're really, really prominent, and they're really clean. There's one particular one that sticks out to me in the chorus when he says like confused and complicated, and his body is facing this way, and then he like pulls himself and then turns back. And it's really quick, but it's really clean. And I think that's just because he's got really great body control. And I really think that that comes from the fact that he is a former Taekwondo athlete, because yes, dancers have really good body control, but the way he holds himself is different. Like you can tell his training comes from something that's not like a classical dance style originally. It's very satisfying to see. But other things that sort of are like groovy and ride the rhythm, there's a lot of extended legs and arms where he'll almost like go out quickly and then drag in, like drag together, so you get sort of like the dynamics in it. And there's just a lot of small details that build musicality. Like I mentioned, the fingers, or like when he's bouncing around this way, his hands aren't just stapled, they're kind of like moving back and forth with him, so you're almost like seeing the sound wave. It like makes a dance that's not overly complicated a lot more entertaining to watch. And it makes sense that it's not overly complicated, because in this he's a soloist, so he's balancing dancing the whole song and, you know, performing it live, so you kind of have to pull back a little bit on what you can do. So when you can add small details, it like kind of takes it to another level. But yeah, I honestly think that overall what really sells this is just that he's got so much charisma and stage presence. We were talking a little bit at the beginning about how we both have very set images of Kim Yo-han in our minds, and that's very much like off stage Kim Yo-han, but when he's on stage, like he's just overflowing with this like charm and charisma and like, oh, you know that you want to watch me, that sort of feeling. And that really goes with the theme as well of sort of like enticing, seductive, like the pomegranates, everything's red. I know it's weird when you think of offstage Kim Yo-han, but it goes with the concept, so very enjoyable. Anna's turn.
Hello, it is time for my comments now. So, starting from basically the one line that I kept saying throughout the entire reaction, you use the adjective groovy, I use the word funky. This song was very funky. Yeah, groovy in my mind is like a little bit more laid back, and funky is more energetic.
Maybe it's because of the dance, because the dance is really laid back.
Oh, but the funky vibe that I'm getting, you obviously hear in the bass line from the beginning. It's very rhythmic, which brings another layer of like playfulness to it. There's like the actual 6-string electric bass that you think of, but then also another sort of synth bass line as well. So there's multiple. It has fun little distortions in that one too. If you hear like the ornamental distortions that it has, it gives that like wow feeling, sort of. Like the sound is being twisted around, which I think adds like to the playfulness again. I know that this is like supposed to be sensual, but if I'm like focusing only on the song, to me, it felt more playful. If I'm like ignoring the music video completely, I mean, there also were like central moments, like how a lot of the singing that he does, like especially in the chorus, goes into his head voice. So like more air is mixed in, and usually when more air is mixed in with the voice, it either means like more sensual, seductive, or just more emotional. Anyways, going back to the instrumental parts though, also outlining a lot of the instrumental was the percussion with the more like sort of drum kit percussion. So you hear like the kick drum and then also like the cymbals, like the hi-hat, basically throughout the entire song. So you're getting a lot of like different beat outlines, not even to mention like other instruments that are added as layers on top, plus the melody that he's singing and like rapping later. One thing that I kind of mentioned mentioned as like a throwaway comment while we were watching was string flourishes. So you hear like violin string flourishes in the song. In the chorus, it adds like a dramatic flair, but it also helps bring the energy up for the chorus section as well. And towards the end, I kept saying like, oh, I think it sounds like an electric violin instead of an actual violin. It's probably just like a MIDI sound. But building up to the chorus, the pre-chorus, something interesting they do is like, you know how usually for pre-chorus there's a beat divide to build up to the chorus to like build energy? For this one, instead, since they're clapping on every single beat to build the energy, what they'll do is they layer the harmonies. So you hear like as the pre-chorus progresses, there's one layer added, then another, and he has like the ornament as well. Last thing I wanted to say though is the bridge really caught me off guard because it's like very different from the entire rest of the song. But one thing I really liked was the transition out of the bridge, because usually when you transition out in like a group song, it would be like a big high note moment and it's like, whoa, here I am. But instead it like goes down and kind of whispery, which I guess is the sensual vibe he was going for. But I'm just like, oh, that's cool, because the image of Kim Yo-han in my mind. Anyways, I'm done now. But it is my turn to TLDR, and I can't escape that. So TLDR for this reaction is, first of all, congratulations to Kim Yo-han on a new solo release. Dessert is a very different vibe from his previous solo that he came out with. In the dance and the song, you get multiple different sides of him. You get the sensual that he's going for, but you also get little moments of the Kim Yo-han offstage, more playful personality as well. So it's a really good mix and balance.
But that being said, if you also enjoyed Kim Yo-han's long-awaited solo comeback and you want to talk more about it, about Kim Yo-han, about anything really with us, then come find us on our socials, which are linked in the cards. And as always, if you enjoyed this reaction video, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, turn on your notification bell, and bye!
Bye!